Guy showed up for 3 seconds and got knocked out. You know what? You know how many people in this crowd wouldn't step into that ring, wouldn't do the 4 months
guess
training?
what, dude? People get caught.
It's absolutely part of the sport. The first thing everyone says when those two guys got in the ring was, oh my God, these dudes are huge, right? He catches a punch in exchange, he goes down. It is what it is. No shame in that. It happens. You know? Now, Matt said it multiple times earlier in the night. We were told specifically that Nick Robbins, Jahreem Edwards fight is the one to watch.
Now entering the ring, fighting out the red corner. He weighed in at 162 pounds. Fighting out of Bash Boxing, trained by LaCondre Howard and Jonathan Napa. He is a COO, and his ring skills are on the money. Nicholas, the Bergen County Kid Robbins.
That's a solid nickname, Matt.
Yeah, I'm looking at this kid Shadowbox, Marco. This kid might be able to box a little bit, dude. He's like shoe shining and rolling uppercuts, ripping hooks. Yeah, this kid.
You know what I love about this too, dude? I'm doing everything I can. I'm not swearing at all. Every walkout song, just F-bomb city.
Explicit.
Look at this kid Shadowbox. This kid can box, you know. And from what I heard, Jahreem Edwards is just as dangerous.
For the victory lap, though. The champions here, switch gears. We keep the hitters in the rear. At the blood, sweat, and tears, and my goal is so near. I see my victory so clear. I see my victory so clear.
Please welcome, fighting out the blue corner. He weighed in at 162 pounds, fighting out of Dream Team Boxing, trained by Daddy Troy and son Michael Fox. He's a bank manager, so he's also about the Benjamins. Here is Jeremy, the Dream Edwards.
Now, I could be wrong, but in listening to that, it sounds as though this might be a family affair. And looking at it's Jahreem.
Coming out the biggie, too. Let's
Edwards.
go, dude. Now we're talking, dude.
Jahreem the Dream Team Boxing.
It
all makes a little bit more sense, you know? Now, another thing, too, when you see some of these warm-up videos, right? One guy could look one way, right? But these are often taken at, like, the halfway point of the training, right? So you do see a lot of improvements. Yeah, and if somebody's been boxing for 5 years, their training video from 3 months ago might look a lot like they are in the ring right now. If someone's been training for 4 months, they might be a completely different boxer by the time they get in the ring.
Yep.
On paper, these gentlemen extremely evenly matched. Same age, similar height, same weight.
This fight sponsored by Gold sponsor Bash Boxing. Your referee, Eric Irazari.
And again, every fight's a fight, right? You never know what's going to happen. But from what we've been told, the rumblings around the room is that this might be the fight to watch. And that's what we were told going in to that earlier fight with Elvin Merlot and Christian Wheeler. And that certainly lived up to it.
Round one.
Yeah, Nick Robbins, this kid's sharp. I think Nick Robbins does appear to be a bit more polished. Now again, we're 10 seconds into this fight, right? But he's composed. He's putting punches together pretty well. He also seems to be a little bit more
good right hand by
defensively sound.
Robbins.
Yeah. Now Robbins stepped off entirely, which is interesting. He had success with that right hand. I think he stung Edwards quite a bit, but then he took his foot off the gas. I wonder if he sees something. Definitely patient, popping out at range. And again, it's funny. It sounds counterintuitive, but what you get with better boxers is more composure. You actually tend to see less output. There's more thinking, more planning, more trapping, which is what you're seeing here.
Good right hand by Robbins again.
Good right hand by Robbins, but at the same time, I thought Edwards might have had a little success coming in as well. I think one thing you see with Edwards that you don't see as much with Robbins is that there tends to be a little bit more liabilities after the punch.
Yep, where he throws his shots and then he seems to be hittable after the fact.
Yeah. The punches don't necessarily come right back to his chin. Now again, this is being critical of a guy that is quite polished for a new boxer. I mean, incredibly so. But that might be a difference maker in here. And again, I think the crowd is probably not as acclimated to the thinking, right, and the real cerebral nature of this bout, but it just shows these guys can clearly box a little bit.
10 seconds left.
Now, if you'd allow me to talk out of both sides of my mouth, I'd also like to see more action.
Oh, yeah.
So while they were comfortable, while they were composed, while they showed quite a bit of experience, I would like to see someone capitalize on that experience, right?
Yeah, it's not a pro fight. You don't have 3 or 4 rounds to feel each other out. You got 6 minutes to fight. So, again, lots of experience, lots of poise, lots of polish. I think that was pretty handily a Nick Robbins round.
I do as well.
I mean, but it's anybody's fight at this point. It was really, really calculated, composed, slow-paced round.
While that round was clear, it didn't look like there was an incredible difference in abilities. This fight's up in the air. No doubt about it. Anyone's to be won.
Wild pants in the blue corner. I'm loving whatever is
awesome.
going on.
Those are
Dream
awesome.
Team corner there. There's some Zubas.
Seconds out, seconds out.
Pants on the Night award, Matt.
Yeah, but what was the guy that sang the anthem, dude?
Oh yeah,
I'll go back.
Yeah,
He was all decked out.
Oh, good right hand by Robbins early,
but
Kareem's pressing the action this time. He's not waiting.
I actually kind of would like to see him do just that.
Jahreem press a little more?
Yeah. Be careful coming in because, again, Robbins has that sharp right hand, and he does tend to catch people coming in. At the same time, in order to really take Robbins out of his element, unfortunately, Edwards has to
break his rhythm a little bit, get him out of his game.
One thing that's difficult, though, too, is as experience, Robin also tends to, he appears to be
good
fast.
Jahreem landed some clean shots on that exchange. Jahreem constantly looking over his shoulders for the referee.
I was going to say, I think he's looking for the position of the referee.
Oh, excellent right hand by Robbins.
Hurt him.
He's
terribly
very hurt.
Terribly hurt. He's still terribly hurt.
Jahreem has no idea how hurt he is.
I can see this
has
fight
to watch this very closely if he lets this continue.
They could wave this off.
He's got to keep a real close eye. Robbins has to smell blood in the water. He has to put him away right now.
I don't think Robbins realizes
out on his feet.
I mean, he's still incredibly hurt. He's one punch away from
again
from
for the uninitiated. He might look like he's in it. I can assure you, folks, he is extraordinarily hurt right now.
There's always conversations between cornermen, right, yelling in the ring during 8 counts, and I've been in this position enough times where I tell them, relax. It was a flash knockdown, just box. And then there's other times when I've said they're hurt, get rid of him. This is the time when he's hurt, get rid of him. But you know what? At this point, right?
Yeah, he might have recovered.
Exactly.
I mean, give him enough time, he's going to get his feet underneath him again.
Robbins knows that he has a home for that right hand at this point.
Yeah, but if he can fall with the left hook, if he can find.
Look at Edwards pressing. Robbins tying him up.
Smart tie up by Robbins there.
The fact that
Jahreem is still kind of
that he's going to see the third round is remarkable. I mean, he was as badly hurt as any fighter was tonight, including those that got stopped.
No doubt about it. No doubt about it. I mean, it's clearly a Nick Robbins fight at this point. Jahreem has to pull something out of his hat to close it out.
Yeah, but one thing I'll give Edwards credit for is the fact that he was on stilts, right? He looked like a baby deer. But what did he do? Told the ref, I'm fine. Told the corner, he's fine. Looked at him, put his hands up. He did everything he could do to stay in this fight. And guess what? It worked.
Yeah, no doubt about it. He is still here. We're seeing the third round.
He survived long enough that he probably has his wits about him. And again, he's starting new, starting fresh this third round. He has to do something pretty emphatic, but now he has the option to do so.
Seconds out, seconds out. All right, boxer fan, this is it. Put your hands together for both ring warriors, please. This is the third and final round.
Great show of respect by Robbins and Edwards there.
Just heard some side commentary from the crowd.
Good right hand by Edwards. We got a firefight, folks. Good right hand by Edwards again.
Game. I like it. I would love to just see him go for broke. Throw a prayer. Unload that right hand right now. Come up with it. Edwards has shown that he has the heart of a champion and that he is here to win. He doesn't want a participation award. He's not looking for any moral victories.
Robbins' hands are starting to drop a little bit.
You know what's
too.
funny? I saw him come out at the end of that round, and he looked like more tired than I would have imagined. You know, he's very economic, right, with his output, but maybe that's because he has to be.
Oh, man. Edwards has an opportunity of getting back in this fight right now, but he has to capitalize.
You know what I see, too, is just a remarkable amount of respect even within the tie-ups and stuff. You see Edwards tap his back to signify to Robbins that, okay, we're tied up, let's break, let's box. Something that, again, you see with experience. So,
good right hand by Robbins.
you know, part of the problem is with where the punches are landing. They're right in that, like, behind the ear area. That's hard to say. They're not illegal blows by any stretch, but that's where your equilibrium is, and that's why you kind of get Edwards doing the dance every time Robbins kind of flares that right hand over top.
Edwards has to make room. He wants to box on the inside, but he can't smother his punches. He can't tie up. He can't allow Robbins to tie up. He's got to find that right hand.
One thing Robbins has done well is when he's tired, he'll either kind of post, make room with his own arms, or he'll tie up. All right, so this is one of those fights where you have to be as impressed with Jahreem Edwards likely coming up on the wrong side of a decision as you are Nick Robbins winning that fight.
Yeah, I mean, Jahreem Edwards, the fact that he recovered after that 8 count.
I mean, if they had stopped that fight at that time,
no one would have had any right to complain, man.
No way. Look at this kid, right? He's still giving all the credit to the judges. He's going to thank Robbins' corner. Got to give it up for Edwards.
Yeah, these aren't kids who just started boxing
No.
three months ago. These are kids that definitely have been around for quite some time.
And also, just from 300 feet away, you can tell they're just great dudes.
Oh, no doubt about
Just
it.
good
Yeah,
dudes.
yeah. Tons of respect. Like these are two guys that were boxing, but definitely knew they were here for cancer charity, and they handle themselves like gentlemen. Very, very, very great
Your well-deserved
show of
round
respect
of
for both.
applause for both our ring warriors.
And again, look at
please.
Edwards, right? The flex, the smile,
And the winner
right?
comes to us
Well,
out
he's-
of the red corner, the Bergen County Kid, Nicholas Robbins.
While he didn't get the
Let's
decision,
hear from
right?
very game Jeremy the Dream Edwards as well.
And he knew he wasn't going to get the decision. That's a guy that he won, And again, it sounds cliche, but like those guys both leave the rings as winners tonight.
You can
No
continue
doubt
to
about it.
support